Dear cadets, welcome back to the session. In earlier video, you have already learned about some topics from 13th unit, World Between the World Wars. So now we first of all we'll recapitulate the topics which we have learned in the earlier video. So we learned about Russo-Japanese War. That means being a tiny country, Japan invaded the Russia in 1905, and this started a new wave of nationalism in Asian countries. And the Tsar was abdicated, and and the next topic was First World War. How the Serbian extremist assassinated Crown Prince of Austria, and Austria declared a war on Serbia. And then all the countries on the side of Austria, some countries on the side of Austria, some countries on the side of Serbia, they joined. Overall, Europe was joined in the First World War, except Switzerland. And the next is the First World War started on 28th July 1914, and the end of the First World War was on 11th November 1918. And they formed a Treaty of Versailles, and it was signed by the Germany. So from Treaty of Versailles we'll start in this session. Now Treaty of Versailles. So this Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919, and Britain and its three allies imposed terms and conditions of the treaty on the defeated powers and also small countries. And many countries were dissolved, and not only that, Russian Empire had been also dissolved as the revolutions were growing up, and the German Empire was broken up and replaced by Democratic Republic, and many large new countries were formed like Austria, Hungary, Latvia, Estonia, Czechoslovakia. And Treaty of Versailles not only imposed heavy penalty, but also Germany has to lose its many territories to the France and other countries also. In other words, we can say that just Germany was simply punished by the Allied powers. So this is about Treaty of Versailles. Now, League of Nations. So League of Nations was the first ever international organization. Now how we are having UNO, United Nations organizations. So before means League of Nations was the cause for starting United Nations organizations. Of course, it was started for to prevent the wars through negotiations and to maintain peace in the world, but it failed to do so. So that's why we can see the we have experienced the Second World War. And this League of Nations was found on 11th January 1920, and it was continued, and that means it was functioned till 1946. And now we'll go with Russian Revolution. Next, Russian Revolution 1917 to 1924. These years are very important to you in your examinations, so try to remember all these and write a timeline. And so Russian Revolution, especially the people of Russia, especially peasants and workers, were tired of war and the sufferings, and they revolted against the Tsar. Tsar means king. The kings in the Russia are known as Tsars. So the Tsar was against the Tsar. The people were revolted, and in February 1917, and the Tsar was forced to abdicate, and there was a new democratic republic was established. The peasants and workers and soldiers expected that the new government to declare the peace. That means the Tsar was abdicated, but the people are not happy with the new government, because abdicated means thrown out. So he left the throne, and he went away to some other country. He escaped from that country. So after his escape, a new democratic republic was established. But still, the people of Russia were not at all happy, because they did not have any peace, and there were no land reforms, and the people and poor peasants were suffering a lot. So here, however, this did not happen, and the people started again another revolution in October in the same year, in the 1917 only. So this revolution was a biggest revolution which we have ever seen in the earlier history. So with this revolution, they declared a immediate peace, and the landlords were the lands of the landlords were confiscated and redistributed. That means large tracts of lands were under the control of landlords. All those land was taken away and it was redistributed to the poor people. And then they started to control the factories, and all these factories came under the control of the workers. And this new government declared all the former colonies empire were free. That means Russian colonies were given freedom, and they formed their own governments. And these all reforms were taken in this October Revolution. So this October Revolution is also called as October Socialist Revolution, and this new power was able to stabilize by 1924. In this earlier picture, you can see this person. He is Vladimir Lenin, who was the main person for this October Revolution. And by 1924, new power was able to stabilize. By seeing all these reforms like collective agriculture, street planned economy, by seeing all these reforms, the countries around the Russia were attracted and they want to join in this Russia. So by joining that former colonies in Russian Empire, Russia is now in the form of USSR. That means Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. So this is about Russian Revolution, and we'll have a broad view of Russian Revolution about Lenin and Stalin in the next sessions. And next important topic is Great Depression. This is from 1929 to 1939. This was a worldwide economic depression which was ever seen earlier, and people were not able to purchase goods due to poverty, and this led to the fall in demand for goods and decline of prices, because of which factories were closed down. There were no factories and people are not able to work and they are not able to earn. So at this time they are not able to purchase the goods. So that led to the unemployment. So this unemployment, poverty, all these, the people suffered a lot, and peasants could not sell their produce and they had to abandon their lands. Many government tried to improve the situation, but it was not happened. But by taking so many reforms in the USSR, the only country in the whole world is USSR which escaped from the economic depression. So what reforms they have been taken, how they escaped from the economic depression, we will see, try to understand in the next sessions. So let's review what we have learnt now about Treaty of Versailles, which was in 1919, and next consequence of Treaty of Versailles is League of Nations from 1920 to 1946, which was a failure one, because as it is not able to prevent the Second World War. And next is Russian Revolution from 1917 to 1924. So this was a very important period to become Russia as a powerful country in the world. By 1924, it became a powerful country in the world. And the next is Great Depression, which was a big economic worldwide depression, where the people are not able to work, not able to purchase the goods, not able to have a loaf of bread for a day. So this is about today's session, and your worksheet is given here. write the timeline from Russo-Japanese War to Great Depression, and locate all these in here in the world map. Thank you.